you more recent news. I'm on the road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Yes, I am.
Summer night, a shot of love and a spark of love to breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Nine to five, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this. Match, so you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe, so take your seat. All right.
Yes! Did somebody say rant? Well, happy Labor Day. Let's start this thing off right. There was some chat in early wanting a rant. So, let me see. What time is the rant? Oh my goodness, everybody wanted a rant to begin with. Oh my goodness. So, it's sort of a rant. Did somebody say rant? I guess they did. Well, considering today is Labor Day and we are supposed to be celebrating labor, but there are 8 million people in the United States that are unemployed. So what's the deal with that? Yet, now get this, there's 10 million job openings. So people don't want to work anymore. What is going on with that? 3.5 million unemployed, extended unemployed people. That means that they've been on unemployment, they've been taking the extra benefits, and they just don't want to go back to work. So that's my opening rant for Labor Day. Now you notice pinned up in there, they choose not to work because they make more money getting unemployment. How about that? So up on the pinned comment, up on top, it says, I was looking up the origin of Labor Day, and I found a couple of different stories. I remember telling a story a couple of years ago of one of them about the carpenters in New York. And then I found another one on the History Channel, and it had to do with railroads. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So singing, I don't want to work, I just want to bang on the drum all day. Oh, gee. All right, so what was the other one that I saw in here? Okay, Lynn McCurdy says, I'm trying not to sing Won't You Come Home, Rick Bailey. I know that should be Bill Bailey. Won't you come home, Rick Bailey? Won't you come home? And hello, Greg. How you doing? How's everything going in Australia? Glad you could make it here. Okay, so let me say hello to everybody, if I could find everybody on here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Elmar, Caboose 121, Dave BNSF N-Scale, Dragon Lover, James Galton, John Benicki, John Train BFGR, okay, Lynn McCurdy, Nissy J, Ray Ron VR, Reggie Strauds, Robert Merritt, Ryan Salois, Schuylkill River Valley, Sean McGee, Sparky, the High Plains Railroad, and Thomas Grassi. And I know there's other people in here. David Wasser. Who else did I see? Sneak in. Ken Amos Jr. All right, so let me look over in the other thing here, and I'll find more people. Caboose 121. Did I say you? Okay. New Fenris Railroad. I guess if you don't say anything for a while, it doesn't show up on participants. So High Plains Railroad. Okay, who else? If I didn't see you in here, let me know. Slap me on the back of the head and say, I'm here. You miss me. Dwight Curley, how you doing? All right. Harry Deal, how you doing? Dave Schenkel. Finally have a weeknight off to watch the live. Good to hear. All right, glad you could make it. Okay, so did I miss anybody? The High Plains Road, my parents always taught me to hit the road running. There we go. Let me put this up here. It'll be a lot easier. Always taught me to hit the road running and got a job, then look for the job you wanted after you had something coming in. Yes, that's true. And I'm not particularly fond of labor unions. I've only been in one, really, actually two. One was a temporary job, but the one union job was on the railroad. Go figure. I was in IBEW Local 1934 on the Moncon Railroad. Starlink soon. Okay, yes, Starlink soon. And my the guy that was showing me around, His name was Steve Baldy. He was the union president, local president, and he was also the vice general chairman of IBEW International. I don't know what that means, but everything he had was on IBEW letterhead. So it made him look important, but his first instruction to me was, slow down, you're going to kill the job. Okay. So that's my impression of unions. I've been in management most of my life, either management or I had my own business. So you know what I think about unions. So anyway, hello, Crazy Joe. How you doing? Okay, glad you could make it. I haven't seen you in here for a while, so welcome back. All right, so anyway, that's my thing about unions. And let me find this thing that I had on the origin of Labor Day. The one that I found today is this one here. How a Delhi railroad strike led to the Labor Day holiday. And it goes on about the Pullman and all that, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I'll let you read it. I'll put the link up in here. So you could read it later, because I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it goes on and on about 30 deaths in Chicago, and then the President Cleveland finally decided, you know, he was going to sign in for the Labor Day weekend. But here we go. We'll put the first one up in here. This is the History Channel. Now, the one that I've always known was this one right here, the history of Labor Day, and it's on the U.S. Department of Labor, and it was about the Carpenters Union in New York City, and McGuire versus Maguire, who founded Labor Day. Which one was it? Okay, they sound the same, but they're spelt different. But anyway, it's about the Carpenters Union in New York City, and that's the one I've always known. The one about the railroad I just found today. So somebody just wrote about it, I guess not too long ago, and thought it would be a good story. But here's the other one. So there's the two right there about the history of labor. I'm not going to go into all the details and read it for you because I'm just lazy. I don't want to do that. But you get the idea. Okay. Modern union is only about people on top making money off the worker. That is correct. When I was in management, I had to deal with the union reps out of, I don't know, I guess they were in Philadelphia, and they always came in this big old, big car, you know, fancy car, and they came, you know, shiny shoes and nice suits and everything, and they'd talk to the people, and that where I was managing, they didn't particularly like the union there, so they were going to vote out the union, and the owner of the company, Jim Penn, how's your internet, Tom? So far, so good. But anyway, they wanted to vote out the union, so Jim Penn said, okay, if everybody votes to get rid of the union, we'll get rid of the union, and they agreed upon it. So we had about 35 employees under me, and 34 of them voted to get rid of it. And this one woman, she got scared because they were intimidating her for a week before that, and she voted against it. And so they ended up having to keep the union in there, and everybody was really pissed at her. You know, said, why the hell did you say no to keep them? They wanted to get rid of the union because the union wasn't doing them any good. They were paying, I don't know, $35 a month, and they weren't getting any really benefits from it because it was a government contract anyway, and and the pay and all the benefits go by the government contract, not by what the union says. I'm late, Mr. Robot Dancing Music. There you go. How you doing, Mystic Southern? Good to see you here. All right, who did anybody else drop in? Jack, how you doing? And Creepy13, I think I forgot to mention you. Okay, so I think I got everybody. That is my union story. That is my opinion on unions. I don't like them. And so take that. All right, so anyway, we're going to talk about a little bit about Arduino. We're going to talk about what I've been doing back here. And we might even have another rant. Who knows? So let me see what I put in the thing here. I said Arduino. Okay, train show. Oh yeah, we got to do the train show thingy. Train room talk, other stuff, and rant. Okay, this is going to be a bonus on the rants tonight because I already did one rant. And we got another rant coming up. So keep your ears posted because it's coming up a little bit later. But I want to thank everybody for supporting this channel. And you know how I do that. Sparky, you got the speakers cranked up? Here we go. Don't forget to show your support and smash that join button. Enjoy members only videos and get your name in the credits. Thank you very much, everybody that supports this channel. No matter how you do it, everything is appreciated. All right, so we're going to talk about the train show in a little bit, but I want to talk a little bit about Arduino. So let me put this thing up here. All right, so we got some Arduino projects coming out. Oh, the thumb down guy is back. It's on here already. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Okay, but anyway, I got a video coming out on Wednesday, and I've been talking with Hans Tanner, and we finally put together a video. We're probably going to do a couple of more videos talking about Arduino. If you don't know who Hans Tanner is, he's been doing model railroad animation since 1995. So I'm not sure. I think it was WinLAN. He wrote the program for that. There should be thumb down music. There you go. He wrote the program for that, and he's been in model railroading for a long time. And we put together a video. It's going to be out on Wednesday talking about Arduino. And hopefully, depending on how everybody responds to it, we'll put out more videos. If we get a really good response on the first one, we'll continue doing them. If we don't get any don't get much response out of it, then we'll just say, oh, well, people ain't interested. But anyway, Hans Tanner is highly active in model railroad automation. And like I said, he wrote a program way back, way before JMRI on model railroad automation. And there's even a thing in the Digitrax knowledge base. This was a case study I think it was Malaysia, that says it's in Kuala Lumpur. But they did a case study on it, and they used the program that Hans wrote back in 1995. So it's coming out on Wednesday about 1 o'clock. So I'd appreciate it if you comment on it. Share it is the biggest thing. If you're on Facebook, share it on the groups on Facebook and get it out there, because he has a lot to say, and he has a lot of good information on Arduino. And and this is the guy that I talked about. He had the slow motion servo for the PCA 9685. He published his on his channel, which is IOTT, and he had that out a month after I put the PCA 9685, and I was searching everywhere for a way to slow it down because I had so many questions on it, and I never found his channel because he didn't tag it as slow motion servos. He tagged it as IOTT, Internet of Toy Trains, and what he was doing with that. So nobody ever, not a lot of people found it. Now, there are people that have found it. I know a few that know about him, but I'd like to get it out. He's only got 1,500 subscribers, and he is amazing on coding and projects with Arduino. So take a look at the video coming out on Wednesday. Let me see if I could bring it up here. If you could take a look at the, let me see right here. It's Arduino Detailed Discussion with Hans Tanner. Let me see if I could, I'll do it without the, let me see. Do it without sound on here. Let me see if we can get this up here. Okay, so here he is right here.
Went to work for a robotics company in Switzerland. So that was like mid-80s, and then ever since I've been involved somehow. And then
But anyway, that's a portion of it. I'm not going to reveal too much of it. It's just under 20 minutes, and so it's a lot of good information in there. So check it out on Wednesday. Sparky's still looking for the model railroading book for dummies. I think there's one out there someplace. I'm not sure where it is. Okay, Us America Model Railroad. How you doing? He said there hasn't been a dummy that was written one yet, but you can always write that book. There you go. All right. Bust open that bag of Doritos right here. Okay. Yeah, I will be pretty soon. Okay. All right. So, okay. Need an Arduino book for dummies. There is an Arduino book for dummies. I think I've seen one someplace. But anyway, check it out. I talk about the easy stuff, and he talks about the difficult stuff, because that's what he does. He does the difficult stuff. So that's my story about Arduino. Time to kick Artie out. So Sparky doesn't like what Artie said, huh? Okay. All right. So hey, Hillbilly Railroad, how you doing? Glad you can make it in here. I don't think we're going to kick anybody out tonight. Trying to get my laptop up currently on my iPhone. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, what do we got next here? We have train shows. Let me get rid of that right there. We have a few train shows coming up, as you can see. One in Brookville, Florida, September 11th. That's this coming weekend. And also Largo, Orlando, Atlanta, D-Land. I added the D-Land in there because there's another one in D-Land October 2nd. And Dunmore, PA on October the 3rd. So here goes the things there. Saturday, September 11th, 2021 in Brooksville, Hernando County Fairgrounds. I'm not sure where Hernando County is. I think it's way up north on west of 75, north of Tampa. A long way up there. Long drive for a train show. There you go. But that's that one right there. Then we got one in Largo, which is Robert Sacco's on September 18th. He has an open house also at his club. So you could go to the train show and go to the open house. The open house is always good. They got an HO scale layout. There is like 1, 2, 3, 4 peninsulas, and the N scale layout is around well, not quite around the room because it doesn't go all the way around the room, but there's 1, 2, 3 peninsulas on that one. So it's both layouts are pretty big. And the same day, we got the Toy Collectors Association in Orlando and XL Soccer World Lake Nona. And then, what's the next one here? We got the Atlanta Toy and Model Train Show. I'm assuming that this is also Train Collectors Association. It's September 25th. Cobb Parkway Northwest in Ackworth, Georgia. What's the next one here is Volusia County Fairgrounds. That's D-Land. So if you're up in the D-Land area, Daytona Beach, Orlando, anywhere up in that area, that's always a good one to see. Hopefully I'll get to go to that one there. And then let's not forget Model Train Show and Sale Holiday Inn in Scranton. There we go. Sparky's got the YouTube thing up there, the link in the chat about the train show. And then here's some miscellaneous ones here. October 2nd, Piedmont Division. In Carterville, Georgia. And here's some Greenberg shows. Miscellaneous Greenberg shows in different areas around the country. So go check them out. And does anybody have any information on any other train shows in your area? Okay. I just see Sparky's link in there for the YouTube video on that. Okay, yeah, he posted a video for the train show in Scranton. Okay. All right, so here's the link right here. It doesn't do you any good up on the screen because you can't do nothing with it, but it's over there in the chat. And yeah, we had one here at Easter. That was the first in a long time, but and it lasts for who knows when. Okay. I saw a video today where they were closing down the borders inside Australia. Lynn McCurdy, yes, you did. You sent me some pictures, but I didn't see any information. Okay, so let me see. Where's yours? Oh, there it is. I had to click on the link. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let me get this up here. That is right. Okay, so where's it at? Boom. Desert Empire Fair information, October 22nd and through the 24th. Okay. Demolition Derby also. Oh my goodness. Okay, Friday 4 p.m. to midnight, Saturday noon to midnight, and Sunday noon to 10 p.m. Okay. South Richmond Road, Ridgecrest, California. All right, so there's the information right there. If you could see that, I'll put the link right here. Stick that under there. And put this in the chat. I almost forgot about that. I saw all the pictures on there, but I overlooked the link that was in there. The pictures are really big, so there's the link right there. Okay, so here's some pictures right here. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Lynn. And I just got an email from Ethan Armitage announcing my live stream tonight. So he's sending me a email letting me know that I got a live stream tonight. Okay, thank you, Ethan. Okay, there you go. All right, so anyway, those are the train shows. Okay, next Sunday, where did I see that? Next Sunday, Overton trains. Okay, Tom, the borders have been closed here between states for about 3 months. Okay, it's just hitting the news up here now. So I just seen something on it today about the borders being closed. Okay, here we go. Next Saturday, OVR Trains is doing a meet and greet with manufacturers Saturday at 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. I think I've seen something on Facebook about that. Okay, so that's up there in Canada. Canada. Okay, they really crack down under. Yeah, they sure do. Okay. And I got to put this one up. You will after the second blonde. Okay. I don't know what that was about. I didn't. What did Mystic Southern say? Forget the trains. There you go. All right. Now I get it. Okay. So anyway, those are the train shows. So let me get over on this one right here. Boom. Okay. So the train room. You can see back here. I put this up. Put this up over here. That was a couple of weeks ago, but I've been busy again because right back here, you know, I said I needed some shelf space some time ago, and finally I made enough room after I got rid of Rockwood that used to sit right there. I made enough room so I could build shelves back under here. Now, I don't know if you could see them here. Let me see if I can get this up here. No, the camera doesn't show over far enough, but you can see underneath all the buildings where Smedleyville is. There's totes in there. But the next section over underneath the module is where I put a couple of shelves underneath, about 6 foot across, 2 shelves. So I got the floor up about 14 inches. And up some more for underneath there. So I stored a bunch of stuff. I was able to unpack three of the boxes I had. 3 of them, 3. Yeah, 3 of the boxes, and I still got a box stored on there. So I'm about to unpack that one. So that's what's going on with that. And then once I get all that stuff unpacked, then I'll be able to start right over here with laying track. And I found some turnouts, and I think I have enough turnouts to get started on this one section right here. But that's what's going on in the train room. Hey, Ralph Fan Loy, how you doing? You don't have to say you're sorry for being late. Okay, so your ears must have been burning at Rick Bailey. Tom was singing, "Won't you come home, Rick Bailey, won't you come home?" There you go. All right, so let me see. I had another one up here. CV Railroad in HO scale said, "I'm working on my Arduino decoders now." Good to hear. Are you using Jeff Bunz's design for the decoders using Arduino? And Southwest Modeler, how you doing? I see you popped in there too. And Robert Hillebrand asked the question, can Smale and Walters handle constant power to them, or do you have to use a momentary switch? And I seen somebody asked you, need more information, and you probably do need more information. And there goes the stream going to yellow. So, my goodness. Let's see. Is it buffering right now? Yes, it is buffering right now. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Let's see what the speed is. We started out real good when I first started streaming. It showed up as 12 for the upload. Let's see where it went now. Oh boy. So this isn't going to last too long. And that was my second rant about Comcast and what they're doing. I mean, it takes forever to get up to 9.3. I did something on Saturday too, and it was showing like that also. But I'm getting a yellow flashing on my software. And so that's not good. That really pisses me off. Would you look at that? And it's way behind now. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such. Okay, so. Okay, good. Not just me. Yeah, it's not just you. Yeah. Comcast is screwing me up again. Rant Starlink. Now, I'm just waiting. I paid my $99 deposit for Starlink, and they said it's going to be available mid to late 2021. It's already past mid 2021, and so I haven't heard anything yet. Hopefully it gets here soon, because I'm getting tired of this crap about all this slowing down all the time. Now we're back in the red, so that means it's good. Okay. Was busy gluing and shooting nails in your family. Oh my goodness. Mine doing the same thing. There you go. All right. Tom's elderly neighbors must be logging into Lawrence Welk champagne music. Well, actually, there's a lot of elderly here, but on my block, the couple over here, Z, him and his wife, they're in their 30s. The lady over here, she was a nurse when Debbie was first in the hospital. I'd say she's, late 30s or something, maybe 40s. She's got a daughter that just graduated from high school. The couple got 2 young kids next to Z. Okay, now across the street, we got some retired people that are older than me, yes. But around here in the neighbor, those are the 2 really old ones. But the rest of the neighborhood, they're not that old. But Sebring in general is a bunch of old people, a bunch of really, really old people, older than me. You have the $500 for the Starlink equipment? Yes, I have it. I'm waiting on it. As soon as they tell me, I'll pay the $500 for the equipment. I don't care how much it costs. It'll be better than what Comcast is. I mean, they were out here Saturday morning, like I said on my live stream I did a live stream on Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening, and Comcast was here early in the morning, and he fiddled around with it, and he said, he'll check in on it in the evening to see how it is, and apparently he didn't. I says, well, it'd be best to call on Monday night, around 9 o'clock. So what time is it now? It's about 20 minutes to 9. So it started about 8:35, so the buffering. So we'll see. I hate this because, you have to spend an hour just trying to explain what's going on before they even get you to talk about getting a return phone call. Yeah, careful. Yeah, that's why I hesitated on saying that. She looks about as old as my daughter. Her oldest daughter is about as old as my granddaughter. So I'd have to, I was being generous saying her 39. Call Starlink and tell them that you do live streaming and you can do promotional videos for them. See if they just give it to you. Yeah, that would be nice, but I kind of doubt it. David Wasser, there you go. Yeah, I see J-Class behind you. Yes, right there. I picked that up in December. I should put the rabbit ears out there. Oops. Okay. So Tom's been saving up his peanut butter money for Starlink. There you go. I got a long way to go. I need some more peanut butter money. Speaking of that, where's this thing right here? Hit that like button. Okay, why does Peter Pan always fly? Real Fan Noise says. Why? What I had to do is update my PC, then rotate the connection. So far, so good. Oh, boy. Can I tell you? Well, you started off about the Peter Pan. Why does Peter Pan always fly? So how about let's finish it? Let's go. Don't keep us in suspense. My goodness. Yeah, the worst thing they could do is say no. Okay, I have to find the link. I had to change my password on it because they said my password's expired. So I'll have to go back on there. Comcast. There's the joke. That's right. That wasn't the 1812 Overture. Do I still have the 1812 Overture on here? I probably do. So, why is Peter Pan always flying? He can't get his buses to run. Now, don't spoil it for him. Damn, Tom with the hip music. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because he never... Okay. All right. Because he never lands. Oh. Okay. All right. You're getting as bad as Roy Bobell and his jokes. Okay. So, I have... While I was doing that, I thought about another rant. But then... my train of thought left the station, and I can't... Ba-dum-dum. Yeah, there you go. My train of thought has left the station, and it just went... It just went right over. Yeah, there you go. Lynn McCurdy, thank you. Use the peanut butter jar to hold your Starlink cash. All right, good deal. Let's go. All right, thank you for that super chat. Let's put this up here. Thank you very much, Lynn. And Michael Carr says, Tom, remember, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. There you go. I'm not sure. I forget about the music. Bot rock Tom is stone. There you go. All right. So anyway, what else do we have here? I got another rant, so let's put this up here. I'm going to save the other Comcast rants for next week because I'm sure I'll have more because I spent maybe 2 hours on the telephone with a manager. But anyway, let me do this. I asked for a call back at 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. And I get, and I said this on the stream that I did on Saturday. I said... I got this girl on there and says, hello, good morning. How are you doing this morning? How can I help you? And I said, I'm doing terrible. She says, why are you doing terrible? I says, are you a manager? She says, no, I'm not a manager. Well, I says, the first thing, I asked for a call back from a Comcast manager. So I'd like to have a manager on the line. And she says, well, why do you want a manager on the line? And I says, well, and then I went about, I've been on here for 7 months and I've had nothing but problems and blah, 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 blah. And she hung up on me. And it took me another hour to get another call back scheduled, and the same thing. I didn't get a manager. Finally, after being on there for 10 minutes, a manager comes on there. And we talked for almost an hour and still didn't get anything resolved. Her solution was to make sure you turn off all your other devices while you're live streaming. And I says, that's not an option. That's not an option. I said, I'm paying just as much as I did in my last place, and it's 1/4 the speed. I'd like to have a better speed, and like to have it as a constant speed. And she says, well, why didn't you just ask for the higher speed? And I says, I did. I says, this is what they gave me. And then she checked in on it. I guess she must have been from out of town. And she says, oh, I see. You do have the highest speed. And they fought tooth and nail. Yes, we did. but anyway, that's I was going to save that, but why not? I'll just leave that out there. Even Dad wouldn't tell that one. There you go. Did I miss a dad joke? Better than that horn Sparky had. There you go. Okay, right here we did. Did you guys hear about the dentist that married the manicurist? Okay, where's the answer? Okay. They fought tooth and nail. Okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, most of the time I get a person in India or Colombia. Yeah, that's what I said on the stream on Saturday. Most of the time I get somebody from India. But Tuesday morning, it wasn't somebody from India. Can I kick Sean McGee out for telling really bad jokes? I don't know. I think Raybo Bell tells worse jokes, so I'd leave him in here. Hello, your computer has virus. There you go. Sparky, you have the power. I wish I had an echo. But anyway, I have another rant. And this rant is about, you get 3 rants tonight. Okay, you get a triple play. But anyway, 3 rants. This one is about when we were looking for houses. Now, Debbie, one of the things that she wanted to do was, she's starting to get up and about a little bit more. So she wanted to get out in the car or out in the van and start riding around and taking a look at, different places. And she wanted to see this one house. It was the very first house that we put an offer on. I never said anything about this in any of my videos or streams or anything on Facebook because it never went anywhere. And I mean, this was a really nice house. It had a beautiful garden in the back. There was a lake. It was on a corner lot, and on the side street, there was a lake on the other side. And it was walking distance to the railroad tracks. So that was the big bonus. And I mean, the place looked like whoever lived there, they had to get a phone call, and it said, you got to leave right now because they dropped everything. They were gone. There was clothes scattered everywhere. There was dishes in the sink. There was milk in the refrigerator that was 6 months old. I mean, that place sat there for a long time. Everything was overgrown, but it had a beautiful garden in the back. I mean, really nice landscaped. The yard was really small. On the side, they had a 6-foot diameter planter with bird of paradise through the whole thing. I mean, it was really nice. And we wanted to put a bid on it. And our agent talked to the listing agent, and the listing agent gave her a runaround about it. So I said, okay. So I talked to my agent, my selling agent that was selling my house, and she says, they can't do that. Just tell her that you want to put a bid in, and she has to put the bid in, and they have to present it to the owner. So that's what I did. I put the bid in. She gave it to the listing agent, and the listing agent rejected it, said that they're already looking at a bid. And even though if they're looking at a bid, they still have to accept it, and she still has to present it, but they didn't do it. And I says, something's going on there. I know. And then I looked up the real estate agent. She was from out of town. She was from the next town over. And her business partner flipped houses. And I told my agent, I says, I bet that she's holding back on that so her partner can get that house. And so when we went up there, everything, the whole yard was gutted. They ripped out everything and they completely re-landscaped it with new sod. Bare. I mean, this place had a beautiful garden in the back and on the side and nice bushes in the front. They ripped everything out and put all new windows in there, put a new garage door in there. And so when we went back, I got pissed. And Debbie was pissed too. Because, we wanted that house really bad. And when we went back, I looked it up, and it was sold for $23,000 less than what we offered on it. Now, I have yet to find out who bought it. but it was bought at the end of November, and we put our bid in like the beginning of October. So something's fishy on there. There's a lot of real estate agents in this area that do things under the table, underhanded, and I don't like it. So I'm going to find out who bought it. I have to look in the tax records, and if it's that real estate agent's business partner, I'm going to turn her in for that, because that they should have taken my bid and we should have got that house, because even our bid, we lowballed it because, it was vacant for a long time. We offered about $15,000 under what they were offering, but that still was higher than what it was sold for. So that pissed us both off. That got us in bad moods. So that's my rant. That's my third rant. It's a real estate rant, but anyway, that's my rant for the day. So anyway, that's it. For that one, Sean, you have to go. Okay, did Sean say another? What did Sean say? I didn't get the beginning of it. I got the end of it. But wait, there's more. What's the beginning of what Sean said? Okay. Message deleted by Sparky. Hey, timed out, Sean. Oh, my goodness. Twice. He's been deleting all of Sean's messages. I'll have to look at him. Okay. Sparky, you got something against Sean. Oh my goodness. All right. Norman Rowe. Yeah, you're right. I got some crappy houses in South Carolina cheaper than the newer houses. Yep. Sure. I put the guy and Tom is going to read the bad joke now. Well, I'll have to go back. I'm not going to go. I don't know. You deleted about 5 of his comments, so I don't know which one had the joke in it. So I'll do that later. I could go back and look at it later and see what that joke was. All right. So does it delete his message too? This is too funny. Well, I could go back and click on the message and see what it says. Okay. That's as bad as Rainbow Bell's jokes. I won't. Should I mention it here? Huh? Yeah, Steve said like that. Something like that happened. Put in a bid on the house, had better credit. The agent that listed the house sold it to one of his clients, and they bought using HUD loan versus my VA loan. Yeah, we had another one too that was a HUD loan. It was only $125,000. Had a nice 2-bedroom or 2-car garage. The person just bought it about 9 months before that and completely remodeled it. It had everything brand new in it. It was only a 2-bedroom and it was small, but it had a nice yard and a nice big oversized 2-car garage, and we wanted it. And the day that we went in there and wanted to put an offer on it, our agent called the listing agent and they said, "Oh, we just got an offer on it. It's a HUD offer. We're gonna go through with it." And I says, "Well, let me put my offer in, and if that falls through, I want it." And so she did. But then we found another house. I says, "Well, withdraw that one. That's the one we're living in right now." But before we signed on this one here, before this one, the owner on this one approved, signed off on it. That one became available again, and they said somebody else grabbed it right up. So something fishy about the agents around here. I mean, there was several houses like that were listed, and I says, I want to take a look at it. No, you can't look at it because it's already off the market. Why put it on the market? I mean, it just went on the market, and I'm looking, I see it, the date that it goes on the market. I call up my agent. I says, make an appointment for it. She says it's off the market already. So why list it one day and then pull it off the market? So there has to be something wrong. Yeah, if somebody gives you the power, don't abuse it. Yes. Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? Evening, model train humans. Good evening. All in fun, I texted Sean first. Does that make it okay? All right, so that's all I got. So what time is it? It's 9 o'clock already. Just because someone's famous doesn't mean they're always right. There you go. Andy Wellman, how you doing? I'm glad you're back in here. You've been quiet all night. I seen you were here earlier, and I haven't heard you say anything. But hello, Andy. So should we send some pure blondes from here to Sparky to butter him up a tad? There you go. That would be a good idea. All right. With my father's help, I made an excellent layout when I was a kid. I was well trained. Good to hear. All right. Andy's on Rumble. Okay. I'm on Rumble too. Roy Hardwick's on Rumble. A lot of people's on Rumble. Okay. Looking at the chat here. All right, so anyway, have you heard anyone using Arcomora, Tom? No, I have not. What is Arcomora? Let me look it up. Arduino controlled model railway. No, I haven't. Have I seen this before? That would be something to look into. Let me pull this up here and bring it over here. Sean, I'm back. Yeah, there you go. Did he time you out a couple of times? Crazy Joe says, take brunettes. Okay, so here we go. Let me get this up here. Arcomora, Arduino controlled model railway. Let me put this up here so anybody can see it. Boom. We'll put this in the chat. I'll have to take a look at this. I don't know if I ever came across this before or not, but we'll see. I'll look into it a little bit further and tell you what I think on the next one. DCC next. Oh, they got another DCC controller. It looks like something that the DCC EX people, or one of the guys at the DCC EX was working on. he had a GoFundMe on it, but it fell through because he ran into too many licensing problems with it. Okay, so anyway, we'll look into that, and I'll talk about it next week. Thank you for showing me that. Welcome, Sparky says, welcome back, Sean. You kicked him out. Jeez. Okay, so I have the boards and assembly in progress. All right, so you have to put them together. Okay, blondes are more. New Fenris William says blondes are more fun. There you go. All right. Got any more dad jokes? I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, Rainbow Bell needs some more material. All right. Southwest Monitor. Yeah, I had a real estate agent sell a house out from under me here in Oz about 10 years ago. Was not happy. I know. We had about 4 of them here that was sold out from under us. Okay, one more for you, Sparky. Here we go. Okay, we'll wait for the joke and the punchline before I end this thing. So I got to hear this. Blondes also have more STDs. Okay. Okay, Sean, we're waiting. Waiting patiently. Have you heard about the new movie Constipation? Okay. All right, I got to hear this. Okay. Nissy's got a good one, too. How do you keep a blonde busy? Give her a bag of M&Ms and tell her to put them in alphabetical order. Hey, Rusty, how you doing? Hey, how'd you make it through Ida? I hope everything's okay. Heath will be live soon. Well, if he is alive. Why did I let you back in? Okay, there it is. It hasn't come out yet. All right. Now I forgot what the... Have you heard about the movie... About the new movie Constipation? It hasn't come out yet. Okay. Crazy Joe says, sorry, I'll be good. Okay, so, all right. So we heard our last 2 dad jokes. We're going to end this thing right here so Heath can get on. It's almost 10 after 9 right now, and this thing takes about 4 minutes or so. So I want to thank all of you for stopping by. And here's CV. Well, you just have to ask them. I must be banned from Heath because they never see my comments. All right, you ask, buddy. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat. And I'm going to hit this end thing screen. I had big... Okay, here we go, Rusty. I had a big magnolia tree severely damaged, but nothing other than that. I live east of Louisiana, almost in Alabama. I don't enjoy running a chainsaw. I don't blame you. Ah, boy. How did you have your power out for any period of time? Sean says my wife is writing my materials. There you go. All right. So anyway, Good night, Nissy. Okay, let me cut this thing off. I'm going to put the end screen on here. And thank you all for stopping by. We'll see you next week, and have a great week. Okay, no power outage. That's good.
Where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mister, can we leave the sea? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Won't that low train carry me back? Well, they left Columbus around 7. Oh, Lord, they hit Louisville about 9. That poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is quiet. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Will that long old train back? For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh, train, 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 won't you carry me home? Oh.
Good night, all. We'll see you next Monday. Or maybe sooner. And don't forget to watch the video on Wednesday about Arduino. Take care. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. Woohoo!